They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
They run again on first down. Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guys' pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. First down, here's the run with Cook. Room here to run. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 38 yards. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Yeah, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. On the counter, here's Jones. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Packers, nothing.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Being chased out left. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. snap comes at 1. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Packers are back within a score. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. throw is Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sidelines will talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 2. The Packers 22-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
A loss of 10 yards on the play.
He'll look to throw. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 20. And the Packers first down.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. There's the stiff arm.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Rodgers now to throw. Able to find Lazard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 13-yard line.
Cousins. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Now it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. In motion left goes a tight end. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5. Touchdown.
And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point try now for Crosby. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14.
Makes the score Vikings 27, Packers 14. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Minnesota. 71 yards. They'll run with Cook, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And it's intercepted. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
And they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
A check down here to Jones.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Packer 1st down.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First down, Packers.
Off the option, it's Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Lewis Cine. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. This one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the...
And my goodness, another interception. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And the tight end goes in motion left. Cousins on 1st down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Cousins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to...
And a 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And
now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because the defense got it. They were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you'll at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Throwing is Rodgers. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Joseph now to have the PAT. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, now how about this return? The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. 26. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Hey, 626. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Up the middle, Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. An inside give to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll run it with Jones. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First play, here's Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It goes an impressive 31-yard gain.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Cook again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The play fake. Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
They'll run for it. Cook. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Dalvin Cook turned away on fourth down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. On the ground, this is the former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Play action now. Cousins. Forced out to his left. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. They're going to come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
In motion, the tight end, Kelce. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Well, Mahomes finding his burner Hardman for the KC first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Mahomes now on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 28 yards. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Their own 37-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 39, Mahomes. The throw for Tony is intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say,
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Cousins gives way to Cook. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draw.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. 14-0 This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, it's Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. To throw, Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Cousins buying time to his left. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook from 13 yards out. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at...
Yeah.
it all because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
On play action, now Carr. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Foster Moreau, 60 yards. And the Raiders go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Raiders 7, Vikings 0.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Raiders have got him. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. First down, here's Cousins. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. They'll run right here with Jacobs. Stiff-armed him. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings' 29. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Raiders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14, Vikings nothing. Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
following the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
You're mine.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, 33 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Raiders 21, Vikings nothing. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start.
afternoon.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Open out on the left side. This is Cole. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it?
Touchdown, Raiders! A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Devontae Adams. And the Raiders will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taking it about the 1. And not a good return at all.